The eye of Hurricane Idalia has left the state of Florida. The state is still being impacted by the storm's bands, and we're seeing that particularly in the northern part of the state.
Hurricane Idalia is now a Category 1 storm as it travels into Georgia from northern Florida, lashing the southeast with heavy rain and sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. Idalia made landfall this morning on Florida's Gulf Coast as a powerful Category 3 storm. Unfortunately, the storm has been linked to at least 2 deaths.
The storm causing flooding in some areas. It's left some 300,000 customers in Florida and Georgia in the dark. The storm surge is setting records for the highest water levels in multiple locales from Tampa Bay through Big Bend on Florida's Gulf Coast. The worst weather, though, now shifts to Georgia. All flights out of Savannah Hilton Head International are canceled for the remainder of the day.
And we have team coverage tonight of this storm, beginning with Caroline Shively, who is in Curie Beach, North Carolina.
For coastal Carolina, this is a very different type of storm. Instead of tracking in from the ocean, Idalia is attacking from the land. Hurricane Idalia hit Florida's west coast as a monster Category 3 storm early this morning, bringing with it record-breaking storm surge.
This is the real deal. You have people's lives that have been at risk.
Idalia made landfall in the Big Bend area of Florida, where the Panhandle meets the peninsula, then kept right on rolling.
Look at this. This is crazy.
Pounding Georgia, then South Carolina, and now headed toward the North Carolina coast.
This is going to be a terrible event for North Florida into South Georgia. We've been focused so much on Florida, but the Carolinas and southeast Georgia are also going to feel this as a massive flood, we think.
It will be a much weaker storm that roars through North Carolina then out to the Atlantic. But tonight is a supermoon at its closest orbit to the Earth, making its gravitational pull stronger and high tides even higher.
Tomorrow morning, when the storm hits and the high tide, that'll be the worst. That's the worst flooding we will see.
Federal officials say they're ready to aid in the recovery.
We have over 1,000 personnel currently deployed, prepared to support not just Florida, but all of our states that are in the path as needed.
Idalia is forecast to roll over us early tomorrow morning. Best case scenario, that hits closer to low tide at 3 a.m. than high tide at 9 a.m. In Curie Beach, North Carolina, I'm Caroline Shively, Fox 32, Chicago.
So Caroline's focused on North Carolina. We can't forget about South Carolina, particularly Charleston, where heavy rains and flooding are happening there as well. The governor is hoping the storm won't be as bad as other hurricanes that have hit South Carolina, but warns it will be destructive.
And tonight, Chelsea Torres is live in Myrtle Beach, continuing our team coverage of this hurricane. So, Chelsea, how are people getting ready there?
Well, I can tell you that people have been prepping for the past few days. You know, I spoke to a couple of business owners just south of Myrtle Beach who tell me, here we go again. A lot of them just reopened after dealing with the damage from Hurricane Idalia last year. And now they're having to grab those sandbags again, grab those tarps and plywood, and really start boarding up their windows and doors. In Garden City, which is just 20 miles south of Myrtle Beach, one church actually began prepping on Monday. Casey Clark, the church's facility administrator, says each hurricane has taught them something new. This year, Clark says they've made sure all items inside the church are off the floors. Even one small market in town tell me they've put grocery items at least a foot off the ground. They've also nailed wood along doorways, sealed them up with silicone to hopefully keep out the water. Business owners tell me it's not necessarily the water that they're most worried about, but the high winds. Now, farther south in Georgetown, the city ran out of sandbags in a mere 40 minutes. More than a dozen cars lined up as crews brought in new sandbags.
We got to prepare as if we're going to get hit dead on. And in that way, if we're over-prepared, that's better than to being caught and not prepared. So I think for Ian, we just wasn't prepared as we could have been, and we learned a valuable lesson from that.
Now, several businesses do say that they're now on the Carolina coast, so that they're hoping that they can actually stay closed, and they are going to stay closed until further notice. A lot of them have posted signs as of yesterday that they're going to stay closed. Here in Myrtle Beach, I even noticed just walking around, some of the businesses did close. And not only that, but even along the beach, about 7 a.m. this morning, Public Works was out clearing up. They know that the tide is coming in, so they've already put in some divots along the shoreline to kind of help with that tide. And then, of course, here at the hotel staff, a lot of them have already started putting up those chairs chairs, locking up furniture. I even noticed in the past 12 hours, several families have already started checking out of their hotels, hoping to stay out of the way of Idalia's way. In Myrtle Beach, Chelsea Torres, back to you.